Hello, thank you for joining me. Still croaking, I'm afraid, but I will endeavour to keep going. I try and tell myself that it's sultry and sexy, but I think I just sound rather frog-like with the croaks. One can always dream. So, thank you for joining me. And something that I've never said before, but thank you for any ex-clients of mine who tune in and join us on here. I hope you're keeping well. If not, look after yourselves. Sending you all a big wave. And I want to talk a bit about something that I find very frustrating. I don't know about you, but do you have any skills? Any things that you are good at that actually you wish you weren't? I used to wish when I worked at the charity that I wasn't good at climbing ladders and doing windows and things because, funny, nobody else seemed to be able to do it, so I was always left with it. But I have one skill that has been with me for many years, and that is that I am very good, top of the class, gold star standard at picking up any bug, any virus that happens to be winging its way around. Always have, and it doesn't seem to be improving. I suppose going to the doctors and the hospital so much at present, there are obviously going to be more people who aren't very well around, but it doesn't seem to make any difference. Going back to school, especially in September, the children would all come with their sniffs and snuffles, and they would pass them all straight on to me. And when I used to spend my time going around from one school to another with special needs children, I had even more different kinds of bugs that would wing their way to me. I have fond memories of actually class teaching with just about a little whisper like this. The children were brilliant and they were really quiet, so it worked well. But yeah, that is something that I wish I didn't have. But one thing that I wouldn't call it a skill, it's just part of me. I don't like to give it a label, is that I pick up from others feelings that they don't actually vocalize. Yes, they give out body signs, body signals that you can translate. But even without those, I pick up on very negative feelings, especially. And it's not just with people. I went to the absolutely wonderful library at Trinity College in Dublin. And as I walked in, it hit me like walking into a wall of ice. I just froze on the spot. I couldn't move. The feelings were so overwhelming. The person I was with carried on and then realised I wasn't with them, turned round. Are you all right? Yeah, trying to explain that one away was rather difficult. But I'm sure it was because of all the thoughts, the feelings hidden away in all of those thousands and thousands of old books in there. And even worse was when I was in Cambodia and visiting the prison in, my mind has gone blank, I'm on cotton wool time still, Phnom Penh. I didn't even have to go in to get the feelings there. Unfortunately, I'd gone with my son and daughter-in-law and 2 small grandchildren. And my son said, I don't want the children going in there. I'll stop outside with them. So I did that and kept well away, and we sat on the grass and played. And then I did go in, fortunately on my own afterwards, because I don't think I would have got much understanding of how I was feeling if I tried to explain it to others again. It can be an advantage and a disadvantage when you're working with clients. And it was something that I always was aware of and reined in, because I needed them to tell me as much as possible about how they were feeling. But I could do some gentle questioning about exactly what they meant by, say, afraid. I know it's usually pretty obvious, but for some, the fear felt so overwhelming. It just seemed to pour out of them. So I would rein it in, my feelings in, and then put them into practice once they started opening up. I didn't want to do anything to stop that opening up. But I'm finding at present that if I go somewhere like a supermarket, I'm fine, because I'm busy looking at the shelves, trying not to ram people with my trolley, and generally divert it. Occasionally, I do get a flick where I have to just turn and look at somebody and give them a smile and resist going and giving them a hug. It's hard. But in the hospital or in the doctor's surgery, well, in the latter, I always take something. I take a book so that I can keep my eyes down like this and not be looking at people. I still get the general feeling, but it's not as strong if I am focusing and diverting my mind, because I know it wouldn't do me any good and I wouldn't be in a position to help those people. But in the hospital, if I'm walking along, there's a big long corridor that I seem to have traipsed up and down endless times over the past months. And there are often people being wheeled past on trolleys. I do try and look out of windows or look up to see where I'm going. Well, that's a theory, but I'm just keeping my eyes off. But I do send Reiki to people as I'm passing, and I feel so much for them. There's nothing I can do about it in situations like that. But it's a blessing as well as something that can be a disadvantage. Because sometimes picking up vibes from people, they'll be putting on a happy, clappy smile. Yes, all is well. And you know darn well that there's something going on. If it's a friend, I might ask, but again, I tend to keep that feeling held quite at bay so that they can tell me anything they choose to. But yes, I wonder if any of you have any things about you that you wish you hadn't. I wouldn't wish that away, but I would wish that I was in a position to do something about it. If somebody's obviously looking sad, then that's different. I can say something. But otherwise, it's not my position to. And that goes against the grain. And I have to say that reading some of the messages on the channel, that can have the same effect as well. So I have to read them 3-4 times. They can really get to me. And it's hard going. But that's something I started, so something I will continue. On that note, I shall say thank you for joining me. Take care. Take the very best care of yourself that you can. And if you see me any time and I give you a strange look, you know what's going on. Thank you. Bye for now. Speak to you soon. Bye.